Stream number 15 for YouTube. YouTube.
Your host for tonight, Armin van Buren.
My mate doesn't like me, he says. I can relate. The tits. Some morning gaming. Morning. Thought I'd have some coffee this morning. Yo, look at this setup right now. This isn't like the most comfortable fucking thing ever. I don't know what is. Got the space heater going. It's the coziest little setup I've ever had. I've had a lot of cozy setups. This takes the cake. I found the way I'm gonna game from now on, further going out. This like comfortable setups that you basically lay in, and just no back strain, no neck strain, not just comfort. I'm not doing fucking 1.5 tick teaks, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I'm doing anything that requires me to be like paying any sort of much of attention, you know, so. I have a makeshift laptop mat. It's basically a piece of wood that I found in the attic here at this place. It really basically is a piece of wood. I know they have cooling mats, and I'm gonna probably end up getting one, but for now, you work with what you got. I got yesterday. 12th gen i5 12400H or 12450H, some shit. Overkill. I bought a laptop that was middle ground price and overkill for this, but will last me. This is my main rig for a few years now, hopefully. They make laptops, these laptops have better specs than my PC, so it's like, might as well fucking just main the laptop. You know, I spent money on going out, renting rooms, spent money on my girlfriends, spent money on who knows what, gambled, lost money. But in the past 5 years, I hadn't bought myself one piece of electronic equipment. There was something wrong with that, you know? And it was time for an upgrade because the other laptop was just starting to it would just go fuzzy. The whole screen would go fuzzy, which is just an example of a computer falling apart, essentially. A laptop falling apart. It's fucking dead at that point. I found something that was normally $8.99. I got it for $6.50, something like that. You have like your low end, very low end, middle ground where it's like between 600 and 1200, and then high end is, you know, 1400 and up. I don't need high end. There's no reason for me to have something really high end. So I went with middle ground, 8 cores, 12 processors, a GTX graphics or NVIDIA RTX graphics card. Just basically like just an upgrade, and now hopefully this will last me 4 years, and then I'll upgrade again then if I have to, but I don't see myself ever having to upgrade again unless RuneScape somehow became like very heavily CPU intensive, which if you're on a laptop with 2 cores and 4 processors, When you go live, streaming, RuneLight, YouTube, you're clocked. On this, it's not even 25% of my CPU. Which is nice because I'm gonna have to employ an alt at some point for some of the skilling I'll be doing. So, knowing that I have the power to, like, physically have the power to do that, but technologically as well, kind of nice. Plus, I just felt like buying myself something feel good, you know? I don't usually use money and possessions to make me feel good, but I don't know, just got a new laptop, felt nice. Feels nice to have something new, you know? I have it wired in with a USB adapter currently. It has a USB port, but it's on the right side of the laptop and the Ethernet cable won't stretch that far. I have a 150-foot cable running through 3 floors. The base floor of the building is where there's a room where people have routers, their internet and stuff for their Wi-Fi and stuff. Well, I fucking drilled holes and ran it through old holes that were already drilled and ran it all the way, and then drilled holes in the attic and ran it all the way up to here, and it only reaches by about a foot. Like here's the reach. Like this is how close of space I had left. That's the adapter. And there's the cable. That's how much space I have. The cable just made it to this point. I can get a better picture here. So the Ethernet cable, the Ethernet cord, the Cat6, it just barely made it to here. I'm holding it in my hand there. I've never used all 150 feet of that cable before. I have a 250 footer at my trailer I had it. But I've never used a cable I've never had it running this long before. And it's Cat6. People say you lose power, you lose internet through long cables. It's not true at all. If you're hardwired to the modem, to the router, and then hardwired to the device, you're getting your speeds up and down immediately. You're not getting fucking. There's no draw. There's no drain. You're not. It's not 1994 anymore. I'm paying for the package I'm paying for, and I'm getting exactly what I'm paying for. And it's not a high-end package because it's only $70 a month, but it's 50 up and 150 down, which is complete overkill for everything I do. So I always have overkill internet. I don't need net this good. I could play on 5 up and 20 down, which was their lowest package was $39.99 a month. It was 5 up and 20 down. But I don't know, maybe in a parallel universe I decide one day that I want to play other games or something. I can't be on internet that's like low end like that. But for RuneScape, it's almost criminal how little this game utilizes. It's pretty nice. The darkness. It's not that dark, to be honest. It may appear that way through the new camera and everything because it's on soft mode. What's up, Seed? Good morning. It's dim. It's just right. Flux is just right. You know, the basics. When you get a new laptop or a new computer in general, it's like you get accustomed. It sometimes takes some time to get accustomed to the new device. I literally basically imported everything from my other laptop to this. Downloaded the only things I downloaded, and the only things that I will ever download: RuneLite, Chrome, Aura, ExpressVPN, Streamlabs, Launcher, and Discord. I have a new Discord now, by the way. For anybody that has me added on Discord, I have no access to that Discord anymore because I forget the password. So if I do have you added on Discord and you want to be re-added, just shoot your Discord in the chat. I just want people, because I think Fred's here. I know we're friends on Discord. So like, if you want to be re-added on the new one, just shoot over your Discord. Discord. We don't got no legs with that damn. Today's gonna be fun. I'm gonna game a few hours this morning. My buddy's coming to hang out, and then I have to go to my cousin's daughter's 3rd birthday party. Because over the past few years, I've been doing this thing where I don't ignore family events and stuff and skip out on them for RuneScape. I don't know, it's just a theory I have that I've been working on. I don't know a lot of heavy gamer grinders that haven't skipped out on a family event at least once or twice. Like, it seems like it's pretty common. I mean, we've all been there. I mean, maybe you weren't, but I've been in a point in my life at one point where I just would ignore calls, and you're only spiting yourself. You're not spiting anybody else but yourself. You're just ruining potential friendships and family relationships that you could have had. You're just choosing to ruin them. Oh, this space heater's so nice. Yo, Halakian Seed, you want to see the most comfortable fucking setup ever? Look at this shit. If they put this on HLC Cringe, I don't even care, because this is so cozy. Got the space heater on the right. Got the laptop. It's just such a cozy little setup. Like, I don't even care if they put that on the Cringe, the HLC Cringe. Go for it. Everybody likes to make fun of Dave's setups. People have seen more Dave computer setups than anyone else in the entire community ever. I'm serious. There's more janky ass Dave setup pictures out there than anyone else in this world. Filmmaker, yeah, he's a degenerate. I love degenerate setups. I love, like, just, it's basically you move somewhere, plop down, set up your rig, and just, that's it. That's your shit. That's what you're doing. I'm sorry, but I don't want the, like, crane arm fucking microphone in my face and lights and all that stuff. That's just not my thing. You know, it's just not my thing. I think people like me more for that reason too. Like, they know that I'm never gonna be that. I'll tell you what though, having the, you know, a nice a newer generation processor and more cores and more threads and a graphics card and stuff like that. This, I'll tell you what, makes a really big difference for your quality of life when you're playing, just in general, when you're on the computer in general. I think the microphone is better too. The cameras, the camera and the mic are better too. I'm pretty sure. The best it could be for you're using a laptop with no headset. I have a headset. It's 2 hours away, locked in my camper. I gotta go take a piss. I drank a cup of coffee, dude. That's a bad idea. Does anybody else, when they drink coffee in the morning, if you're not a very heavy coffee drinker, like if you have coffee, you haven't had it in a while, you gotta pee, like, immediately? I don't know if anybody else goes through that, but I am.
Die vorige week al heb kunnen horen, dus de uitzending om Lorette Mar van Spanje vorige week. Nogmaals mijn excuses voor het vele overslaan van de platen, dat was echt niet mijn schuld, dat was gewoon de draaitafels die absoluut schuin stonden, dus de naald die ging een beetje van links naar rechts, zullen we maar zeggen. We staan nog een keer in de rerun, Jas van Houten's Heaven's Gate, gewoon een Nederlandse productie. Met dank aan Pascal van BPM Dance, waar deze plaat uit gaat komen, die hem even naar mij opstuurde. Dat is een van de kandidaten voor mijn set op Dance Valley, aanstaande zaterdag natuurlijk. Settijd is bevestigd 4:15 tot 6:15 en daarna 6:15 tot 6:30 zo ongeveer back-to-back met Ferry Korsten. Over Ferry Korsten zo meteen nog wat meer. En volgende uur weer gewoon non-stop in de mix zoals je gewend bent hier bij State of Trance.
We're not trying to be the best in dance music. We are.
I do.
Opende vorige week mijn set in Lorette Mar met deze plaat. En het is eigenlijk voor de echte trance-liefhebber een absolute klassieker die dus toch geremixed gaat worden, helaas. En ook opnieuw uit gaat komen. osrs Cloud Walking heb ik het over. Dat is een van de meest gezochte trance-platen in ieder geval. Ik heb gesproken met Tim Stark die het label runt, ATCR. Ik heb hem gevraagd of ik de mix mocht doen, nou dat mocht niet. Helaas. Maar Beatpushers zijn ervoor uitgekozen. Beatpushers is volgens mij een duo, producers duo uit Finland. Gaan binnenkort een plaat uitbrengen op het befaamde Series Recordings label Murto. Een track die al een tijdje geleden hier in de show voorbij heb horen komen. En de brave mannen mochten de klassieker onder handen nemen. En ik moet zeggen, ze hebben het absoluut niet onverdienstelijk gedaan. Wat een top remix is dit. Pulsar's Cloud Walking in de Beatpushers remix in the State of Trance.
Tune of the week.
My friends of any identification, sexually or otherwise, or religion or race, my friends. My friends. Where's my vaporizer? Where's my nicotine vaporizer? I'm happy to say today is 3 months without a single cigarette drag. And I know everybody says vaping's worse, but you don't know what it's like to smoke 2 packs a day and feel like you're dying. I would like to say that it's a very great improvement in my quality of life. I go through one of these a week for $20. I smoked 2 packs a day for 8 years, and then off and on a pack or more a day since I was 10. So when people are like, oh, you shouldn't be vaping, dude, I've finally gone 3 months without a cigarette. I've never gone that long. So I'm not gonna fucking just if I put this down now, you're gonna see a cigarette in my hand a day later. Rest in peace to all the cigarette streams, and they were fun. Never forgotten. Well, don't you forget me. Think of it in my heart instead of my head. I'm the better one. Wait. I need like 100k bloods to pay for con. Something like that. Getting closer to the stack feels nice. I always think of this guy right here. He's 100 mil RC now from Bloods. And he has like 8.5, that's Rodney Farva's UIM. He has 8.5 million Bloods. It's cracked. I'm just glad he's doing it because it keeps him ready for the new skill. This fucking anti-drag is not proper on this PC, man. On this laptop. That seems like that'll work better. I put it further up. Shit, we're gonna hit 400 mil soon. Soon. I miss skateboarding. I fucking love skateboarding. Yo, what's up, Blazer? Blazer. What's happening, bro? Hey, what's up, Dal? Cold day in Boston. It's a cold day in Boston. You think I'll be doing this shit? You think I'll be sniffing this shit? Gonna take the dog for a walk soon. Drinking your coffee. Fucking guy's drinking his fucking coffee. Let me go get a piece of pizza, slap you on the side of the head. Fucking guy, you ain't a townie. You ain't a town kid. This is a fucking guy. Yeah, come up on the north side. Bring a piece of pizza. I'll slap you upside the head with it. Fuck out of here, you fucking jam. Fucking junk tank. Yeah, he's fucking jammed. Look at him, he's fucking jammed. He fucking ate him. Should have seen it, he fucking ate him. Gotta fight, he fucking ate him. Fucking ate him, monster fucking ate him. Can you imagine if I had like a fucking thick ass fucking Boston accent? Just fucking. That'd be fun. I got nothing over here. I grew up in rural Pennsylvania, man. Now I live in fucking New Jersey. Got nothing, no accent of any kind. Rural. Rural.
Een plaat die absoluut in de stemming moet brengen voor deze zomer. In ieder geval zal dit Ibiza hoge ogen gaan scoren. Een nieuwe Art of Trance single. Dat draait de originele mix al een tijdje geleden als opener van de show.
Some state of trance in the morning.
Ik moet zeggen, de Airwave remix is zeker niet onverdienstelijk. We hadden Lolo hier een tijdje geleden in de studio.
Forever.
Op de chat momenteel, www.arminvanburen.tk. Je kunt van alles vragen, ook over deze remix. Hij is bijna iedere week in ieder geval tegenwoordig. Daar zijn we erg trots op. Het chatboard.
The space heater going, just nice warm air blowing, dude. It's cold. It's cold as fuck. So it's nice. I'm renting the attic of an apartment building. $500 cheaper than a room. And I'm completely unbothered by anyone ever.
Heb ik opgenomen. Die kan in ieder geval uitgezonden worden. Waarschijnlijk begin september. Want ik kan er zelf één zullen een aantal sets uit Ibiza worden uitgezonden.
I'm gonna see if my landlord will let me drill a hole, another couple holes in the ceiling and run a pipe that directly stands over top of the toilet down below me. No, I'm just kidding.
Ligaya gaat het meeste werkje heten. We draaien hem 2 weken geleden in de show ook al. En ik mag je verklappen, volgende week in de show...
I don't think he'll be happy with that. I was surprised. He's this Indian guy. His name is Dermeed. Well, when he called me back the other day, because I said I'm running an Ethernet cable. I need to drill a hole in the attic. Do you mind? He didn't message me back. So I drilled like 5 holes by the time I found the right spot. Well, I told him what I did. He said, "That is fine, my friend. That is fine, my friend. You do what you want to do. You're a paying customer. You do what you want to do." He's only like that because I handed him fucking $2,100 the other day when I moved here. He was like rapping on about some bullshit, and I was like, look, here, take this, and his fucking eyes lit up. The other tenants here are fucking degenerate people on disability, and he gets people that haven't paid their rent in a while. Well, he shut up real quick when I handed him money. I said, look, I need a place till May, potentially March. But I told him I'm going to stay till May, but I'm probably going to be leaving in March because it's going to get hot up here. You could live in the cold of an attic. You cannot live in the heat of an attic. If you don't have AC, you cannot. And I don't have AC. And I'm not paying to set it up because I'm leaving in May anyway to go back to my trailer. Well, basically just literally chilling this winter. Literally chilling. Well, in comparison to the room that I have 100 feet of space that way, 50 feet of space that way, a whole area for all my stuff, which isn't much. Cozy little setup. Like this for example, this is my setup right here for right now. This is probably the coziest setup I've ever had. Just fucking chilling, sitting here on the laptop. You can't see the rest of the room, but this is all that matters right here. I could do whatever I want is right, because at first he showed me the room. It was decent. It was like 20 feet of space, which is like, for what it's worth, for reference, most apartments are like $2,500 a month. Well, budget apartments where you got to share a kitchen and stuff like that, you're looking at a nice, much cheaper price. Well, after he got done showing me the room and walking me around, he took me up to the attic here, and there was a whole space where literally I have a king-size mattress. I knew that would fit, and I have enough room for my other shit. Well, I'm like, can I rent up here? Can I stay? Oh no, people downstairs, they won't understand. They don't know you. I said, I'll talk to everybody. I said, I don't need any of these people's crap. I have a laptop, another laptop sitting there that's worth more than anything else up in this place. Well, he was like really hesitant. So I defused the situation. I handed him $2,100. Which is 3 months up front. So we cut a deal on $700 a month for the attic space. Money talks, money silences too. Money negotiates. It seals deals. Pays for my fucking dentist visit tomorrow. Attic, like the top part of a house or a building, the highest point of it. You have a basement, you have an attic. This attic is for people who rent rooms in this building to store their stuff. Not particularly intended on some 30-year-old playing video games in it all winter long, but that's what it's become. I'm proud of it. I've had interactions with 3 people here already. One was a noise complaint. Another was a woman scared that I was going to take her stuff, and then I was like, lady, I have more money than you, more credit than you. I said, I was like, trust me when I tell you that I'm not going to touch your stuff. And she's like, you seem like a good person. I said, dude, she has a fucking old sewing machine and some bullshit. I have no desire at all to touch your sewing machine and your stuff. And then another guy approached me and asked me if I would sell him marijuana, which I said no, obviously. Many spiders. It is not kept well whatsoever, but there are no spiders, especially the fact that it's starting to get very cold. Now, I don't know what to say during the summer months. I don't know what it's like in the summer months because I haven't been here then. I moved here on the 2nd of November, so I don't know what to say for the summer months, but I will say the only bugs I had around me were there was a wasp that needed to be taken away, and there was a bunch of big flies that they just had a space that they made. There's no food or any sort of debris up here or anything like that. It was simply just flies. They're trying to find a place to... Do I have good ventilation? Oh yeah, there's cracks and holes in the that's not insulated, so there's fucking... Whenever the wind blows, I feel ventilation. It's good high up fresh air too, if that makes sense. Like we're probably maybe 70 feet in the air up here. The building's pretty large, 7-story, it's a pretty large building. Well, the air is not nice and fresh up here. I feel like my sinuses are much more wide open, although I did quit cigarettes 3 months ago now, and that's my lungs and everything have been opening up so much since then. But also just the fresh air. Although a lot of the people break the rules here and smoke cigarettes and marijuana, which when I'm sleeping at night, sometimes I'll get woken up to the smell of cigarette. Like, it's like a... Whoa, what's that? Like, it's like a mental thing. You crave that, you smell that smell, and you just, like, wake out of a dead sleep and, like... Yo, when they made the noise complaint, when I wasn't even talking very loud, yeah, everything rises up into here. Well, when they made a noise complaint, I said if they did it again, I knew they were being spiteful. Well, they didn't do it again, but if they did, I was gonna pack up all my stuff, have it in my car, and then at like 2 in the morning, I was gonna bang around and bang things around and wake up every single person in this building and be like, now you can fucking complain about noise, motherfucker, and then drive off and find another place to live, leaving my $2,100 behind. But no one else made a comment. I'll fucking tell Dermead that they're smoking cigarettes and pot in their room. You want to go there? I'll fucking rat them out. They'll get thrown out. Produce evidence of me making too much noise. The woman said I was making noise and banging things around, walking. I was fucking laying here playing RuneScape. I was not walking around. The woman literally was just being a bitch. I haven't even met her. The one other guy, the pot guy wanted pot, and I didn't give it to him because I don't have any. he was like, oh yeah, she's like, I've been here for 4 years. She moved in 2 years ago, and she's very touchy about things. She'll, you know, if you make too much noise at night, she'll call him up and blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, let me ask you, what does she do for work? Oh, I don't think she has a job. She's on. This woman isn't a day over 55. I seen her. She don't look disabled to me. She was walking up a flight of fucking 40 stairs. There's 2 stairwells you have to walk up. She was quickly walking up them. And I walk upstairs quickly. So for me to say that, there's nothing wrong with them. I was behind them a flight down, and they were a flight up. And we didn't make eye contact or talk or nothing. But she was brrr. And by the time I got up the steps, I could see her door slam shut. I was like, what's the neighborhood like? I'm on the outskirts of Camden, New Jersey, which is a drug and murder capital right now in our world, in America. So the closest like relevant supermarket is like an hour away, but my job is 45 minutes away. So when I'm at work, there's a supermarket 10 minutes away. So when I go grocery shopping and shit, I go right after work because it's already out that way, you know what I'm saying? And then I jet back home. I don't go out. I don't walk around at night around here. I don't do anything at night around here because there's nothing around here to do. You'll just get cops driving up and down the roads, and you'll get pulled over because they'll think you're suspicious. I would say it's a like, don't leave your car unlocked environment. Don't leave anything you don't want stolen out environment. Definitely, it's not a happy place. Like, it's not like a nice place. Bro, if somebody wants to stick me up to steal my groceries, I will say, bro, put the gun down, come in the store, I'll buy you whatever you need for your family. Let's just be rational about this. In the house, I have my own fridge. Below my space here is a utility room with a bunch of shit. Toilet parts, sink parts, elbows, stuff for basic plumbing and repairs when things go wrong for people's rooms, whatever. Well, I put my fridge right below me, and I have a bathroom of my own. I'm the only one here with their own bathroom and fridge area. I share a kitchen. There's 2 kitchens. I share it with 2 other people that I haven't met yet, but nobody bothers me. Nobody bothers anybody. In fact, none of these people, this is like a budget place, and everyone here but me is on disability or welfare. So none of them work. None of them have, a relevant income. Well, it's like the kitchen's barely used because these people can't afford food. So I basically have like a pretty nice oven and stove that I can use now, which is nice because I can actually make decent meals for myself. Out at camp, when you're living out in the woods, you're limited. You can't keep food around. It's not a matter of wanting to or somebody stealing it, or you'll wake up and there will be a bear digging in your chest freezer outside. Trust me, a padlock does not. I've seen people's chest freezers when 800-pound black bears decide that they're gonna take a look inside. Let me tell you this, the lock means nothing when the lid gets sliced through like a butter knife. I've seen a fridge ripped apart, and the lid was hanging on the lock. The back braces that kept it, sturdy plastic, the lid was busted off and hanging by the lock. The lock was the only thing that didn't need to come off of the unit. I am worried though. I'm starting to get worried about my. Did I ever encounter? Bro, I fucking walked outside at 5 in the morning to go to work and heard. And looked over and the motherfucker's 20 feet away from me. I get in my car and drive up. I've got woken up in the middle of the night. There was a whole family on my property, not this summer, but the summer before. There was a whole family of bears. I had to call the Wildlife Commission in New Jersey, State of New Jersey Wildlife Commission, and they had to come and take all the bears and move them to a sanctuary. Dude, the fucking owners were like, shoot them. I'm like, I am not doing that. They're like, well, I don't want all those fucking people bringing their trucks and stuff in here and da-da-da. I said, you know what? This was not this summer, but the summer before, and that person calmed down since then. But I said to him, if you want to throw me out of here for being fucking humane, I will raise so much holy hell that you will have to shut down this entire place. You shut up real quick. Like, I will go on fucking Facebook and I will blast your shit. I will blast the place saying that they kill animals, and because it's true at that point. Like, I'm not a fucking monster. I'm not gonna. It's a bear, dude. It's got family and shit. Like, it's a fucking it's a beautiful animal that's gonna live for 50 years. I'm not gonna shoot it. So I had them. I paid them to come there and take them away. And put them in a place where there are other bears that are not going to get risk of getting shot, or have any risk of losing their home. Preservations. I only take the life of an animal if I'm legally hunting it with legal tags, and I'm going to eat and use every bit of whatever the meat, if it's a deer, if it's whatever, an elk, whatever the fuck it is, which I don't hunt anymore anyway, but I've only ever hunted for purposes of food for myself and my family, and also for the fact that hunting is like a sport to a lot of people going out hunting. It's kind of a sport in America, in a way. I tell you what, dragging a deer 2 miles in a full suit in the middle of dead of winter, that'll test your cardio. Dragging a 120 pounder or more. No, he meant just dispose of them, and I wasn't going to do that. I don't harm animals like that. Like, I'm not gonna... Have I relocated a couple of raccoons to different places? Yeah. But I'm not gonna hurt or bother bears. Like, they'll kill me. What am I gonna do? Go over and be like, hey, listen, Mama Bear, you and your cubs gotta get the fuck off of my property here because I don't feel safe. And then it walks away with its cubs? Is that what would have happened? There was 4 guys with 4 different fucking tranquilizer guns to tranquilize them, and so they could put them in the trucks and bring them to the bear sanctuaries. But they went in there like military, dude. Like, they were like fucking like ready. I mean, wouldn't you be? It was an 800-pounder. The only bear bigger than that is there's about a 900-pound male that roams that 600 acres. And let's just say, you ever seen those big-ass dumpsters that garbage companies will leave there for people? It rips through the closing sides on those. You know, the sides, they close them, the plastic. It rips that off with its claws, and then takes whatever it wants out of the garbage and spews it all over the fucking ground. The owners have to clean it up every weekend. No one could... It's only seen on camera. No one sees it. Ooh, a shooting star. Do I get the same fucking mining with this pick as any pick? Do I get the... No, I have to have a fucking rune pick. I can't be... I can't be clacking away at that thing with this, I don't think.
Steun ons. Want ooit zullen we in de eten komen.
You know, shooting stars is how I got to 97 mining. I was burnt last winter from my hardcore, so I was AFKing the UIM at stars while I was building websites with my friend at the time and hanging out with people. I looked at my analytics on Twitch last year. I streamed 4 times in November, once in December, 4 times in January, 5 times in February. That is disgusting. I've streamed twice a day every day of November so far. I mean, what do you expect? I rented a place with 4 other friends. And what do you expect but distraction? Like, what do you expect to happen when you put a computer in the middle of a room with a bunch of people coming and going all day and night, girls, guys, whatever? What do you expect? You're not going to be productive. I should have known that moving in when I did last winter. It doesn't matter because the hardcore I died on my hardcore at rank 14 back in March. So it doesn't really matter that I didn't play, but I was not going to make those mistakes this winter. I'm not fucking around this winter. I'm trying to max by next spring. I'm going to be a top 100 UAM this summer. So the next time it's fucking hot out, I'm going to be a top 100 UAM. Let's fucking go, dude. That's all I have in my head. It's like fucking max, get top 100. I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. Twice. I'll be back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I drank coffee this morning, which runs right through me. It was a mistake drinking that. So for many of you who know me or may have known me or don't know me yet, I have high functioning autism. I have a super metabolism, and it's all diagnosed, and as well as a hyperactive bladder, overactive bladder. So basically, if I drink something hot, goes right through. If I eat anything, goes right through. Well, it's a curse. The bladder stuff. Now, all of this, all of these highly functioning organs, all of this stuff is a result of Ritalin as a child. Ritalin, when I was on Ritalin as a child, my mom put me on it. It basically makes your brain a fried fucking egg and turns the rest of the functions of your body into high functioning, and everything is sped up. I wonder what my heart rate is. I feel calm today though. Oh, never mind. So I have to deal with a high heart rate. Everything is sped up. Everything is fast. Everything is at 1,000 miles an hour. With no drugs, with no uppers involved. No, that's not good though. I'm at like 120 right now, just sitting here. Deep breathing helps, like. Yeah, no, it ain't going down. Too wired. That coffee. This is the rate my heart should be at when I'm working or jogging. Blood pressure's perfectly fine. Everything's lipid panel, everything's good. I just have a high heart rate. Isn't it dangerous? Yes. Tachycardia is... it's very dangerous. Although, I have an exciting day ahead. I woke up, drank coffee, whatever, so I get excited. But like, when I calm down and start breathing, relaxing, when I become aware that shit's flying, and I start to try to relax, then it gets better. But the fact that it's holding at 100 or over right now is because of the coffee. The caffeine went right to my heart rate. I just drank it out of a cup. That's how I drink it. Black. And I don't drink it often. Once in a while. Coffee's like it's like an occasion. Got it pretty manageable right now. Just relax a little bit. They don't have an IQ test for me. They ran me at 160 when I was 9 years old in the gifted program. But as an adult, I don't have any programs I could run because they all ask redundant questions in different orders. It's not a matter of how smart you are at that point, it's a matter of how aware you are of what you're reading. It's not really a matter of being smart, but you get a high score in IQ if you answer the questions the same way. Because it's basically just, it's like when you get a job at a hospital or a reputable company, it's the same thing. It's like, that's not a true measure of IQ. IQ is when you have 120 beats per minute flying out of your mouth because, like he just said, my brain needs more blood. When you speak with passion and it's real, it comes out however it comes out. I don't feel any anxiousness right now, thankfully. Just chilling. You know, in the future they will be able to go through the Earth's crust into the mantle and use the superheat to create steam force power that will be used. But we're not there yet. We can't drill that far yet. We could use the Earth itself as a power source. But they're more worried about trying to send people to Mars and the bottom of the ocean. Within areas of the Earth itself, there's enough natural water to sustain us for 1,000 years. We just can't get to it. The glaciers and the water of the glaciers and the oceans are really just a leakage from within the Earth. I only wish I was going to live another 200 years to see what happens in... I'm very curious about the ice pyramid. It's a 2 by 2 kilometer pyramid melting in the ice caps. It dwarfs every pyramid on Earth. I would love to see what's under the ice of that civilization. Imagine the Mecca that it was, if their pyramid was that large. Type in the ice pyramid. Pyramids and structures were ancient world ways of displaying power, possibly transportation, possibly places of worship. Now, if that place has a 2 kilometer by 2 kilometer pyramid, imagine how fucking grandesque their culture must have been. It may have been plated in gold. It may have been... We don't know. We don't know. We're never gonna know. There's many secrets within the ice. Alright, fucking Bill Nye. I'm a self-proclaimed environmentalist. Like, I love knowing about the environment. I have no, like, educationally certified documentation of anything, but I could tell you how far the moon is from the Earth and how much coral reef we're dredging today. Just because you don't go to school for stuff doesn't mean you can't learn a lot. Not gonna lie, Mike, I just got a new laptop. Yeah, man. End of the era. On to a new era. This is de-maxing. It is. Yes. We got a HP Victus with a i5 12th gen 12400H processor and a GeForce 2050 GTX graphics card and just a low-end gaming laptop, but way more than I need for what I do. So, perfect. I didn't completely put to rest the other laptop. I'm gonna remote that while I'm at work for Zone. I don't want to run this 24/7 if I don't have to. I have other devices I can use for stuff like that. Like in the summer, I'll use my desktop to remote while I'm at work or whatever, so I don't always have it on. That way I don't have to have the laptop running fucking 28/7. I really wish I could figure out why my fucking chisel moves so much. I have anti-drag turned all the way up. It made me reconfigure RuneLight. Who the fuck? They should be texting me at that time of this fucking time of the morning. Well, I gotta call my brother, see if he's coming up today. Oh yeah, 100%. Yo, what up? Nothing, man. What time do you think you'll be pulling up this way? Come over whenever, man. Yeah, just come over whenever. Let me know. We're gonna go to me and him might get a place together. He might have lost his job. He carved "fuck you" into a piece of knuckle meat, which is used for grinding burger. He works at a union slaughterhouse. Well, he thought it was going up the line to his buddy, who usually grinds it. So they'll fuck with each other. Well, it went to an outsourced vendor, and then went to a customer's butcher shop, and they opened it up, and fuck you was carved into it. He didn't know that they were shipping them out as is and not grinding them. He thought they were grinding for burger. Well, they did an investigation. The vendor that sold it to the shop caught hell. Well, they pushed the hell up to the shop, to the slaughterhouse that they out the wholesale. Traced it back to the line. Traced it back to my buddy. He didn't deny it, and he got put on temporary leave and finds out tomorrow if he loses his job or not. And then he's gonna move. If he does, he's gonna move up closer my way, and we're gonna get a place. He's a fucking moron, man. I mean, I would never work in unions because I don't believe in them, but he was 24 years old and he destroyed a union job potentially, which means if he ever tries to work in any sort of union again, he's not going to be able to. That shit carries over like a bad fucking rep in high school. Seriously, they'll contact other union reps, like he's in a meat union, say he wants to get into a trucking union, say he wants to get into a whatever, hospital, whatever. They're gonna, okay, so team blah 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 blah, he used to be on work for team blah blah blah. Well, guess what? Yeah, we had to fire him because he carved vulgarity into one of our knuckle pieces and it got shipped out to a customer and they filed harassment charges and blah 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 blah. The difference between a job and a union is when you get another union job, they have full consent to contact your old employer and find out exactly what you did. Now, in a corporate environment, if you get fired from a job, the only thing that the other job is able to do is call and confirm that you worked there from X date until X date. So he fucked himself. 24 years old, he fucked himself out of ever being in the union again. I'll be shocked if they let him keep his job just because he's on 9 strikes or 9 points or whatever for showing up late, for showing this, that. He doesn't care. I wouldn't either. Where he lives now and will still be getting, he gets oil rights. He gets $8,000 a month in oil rights for a 12-acre property that he owns with a cabin on it that is basically being run down, and he doesn't want to be there anymore, but he still gets the oil rights. His cousin and his girlfriend and some people are going to stay living there, but he wants to move if he has to. But he'll still get a pretty sizable share of the oil rights. The house is split into 3 names: his aunt's, and his cousin's, as well as the property. So that $8,000 a month is split between 3 people. His cousin, being a degenerate gamer, him and his girlfriend take their rights and don't work. They make he makes $2,500. The place is paid off. It's their property. There's no taxes because there's no. It's in like oil country, Pennsylvania, up in the fucking way up by New York. Well, it's like $700 a month, including internet and electric and everything, to run that place. His fucking cousin is like one of the luckiest motherfuckers ever. When the grandmother died, she put 3 names on the paperwork: my boy Dawson, his aunt, and his cousins. Everybody else was so pissed. Oh my god. But his cousin's doing it right. He's living off the right. He's living off of his percentage of those rights. Good for him, man. If you're happy with $2,500 a month, I don't really know what to say, because that's not really that much. I don't know how you're gonna live a very decent life with that, but if that's enough for you, it's enough for him and his girl. They don't care. They got a kid on the way. They're gonna have a kid. Oh, I forgot to mention they're both on disability as well. So they both get $900 a month from that. They also both have what are called EBT cards. An EBT card gives you $300 a month for food. So now they both have that, and then when they have the kid, they can add another $300. They have $900 for food, $1,800 a month in income from disability, and $2,500 a month from oil rights. Would you do anything if you were a console gamer, a degenerate, and your girlfriend was too, and your kid's on the way, and you have a warm place to live, and you don't have to do anything? What would you do? I would sit the fuck, do nothing too. The thing is, Gage, his cousin, has the good look effect, I call it. He's a very good looking guy. Long curly hair. His girlfriend's fucking hot as fuck. Well, he's got the good looking guy effect. He doesn't need money to keep the girl around. He was very genetically blessed. Hey, if you got good genetics, take advantage of it. If you could take advantage of your vanity for your own personal use to make your life easier, who wouldn't? Oh, they were saying too, after they were gonna do it because they could capitalize on it, but they're gonna do like camming streams together of, you can let your imagination go wild there, but they're also going to be doing that, so they're going to make a fuckload of money off that because they're both good looking. They got it made. But then that leaves my buddy. If he goes jobless, he doesn't want to stay there with bums. Like, these people are bums, man. You're attractive but hate people definitely has gotten you hired by some... My unattractiveness has gotten me hired in certain situations. My charisma and abilities are what get me where I'm going. I make $50 an hour right now to clean pig stomachs. I use a 15 blade scalpel. I peel the fat and tendon off the stomach, cut the esophageal lining, the lower intestinal system, take the stomach, clean it, take all the fat off of it and leave behind just the lining of the stomach. Now if you get one that has an ulcer or you poke a hole in it, you've ruined it, and you just wasted $20 they're worth $20 a piece. So you don't want to do that. I could do 6 an hour at 20 a pop. I can produce 6 an hour without fuck ups. I could do more, but I only do that because I don't want to ruin. I'm contracted for 350 hours at 50 an hour. So I am taking my time. I can do like 8. I do between 4 and 6. And I'm very thankful, though, that I'm, like, in a room alone, pretty much, because there's a lot of good-looking girls that come into this place. I ended up having to go to another facility recently, but I'm going to be able to work on them at my shop. Well, where I'm based, if you will. Can I do 8 without fuck-ups? Yeah, that's including the 2 that will get fucked up. Technically I could do 10 an hour, but I can give you usually 8. Now, in 1,500 of them, I accounted for the waste. I'll have 900 out of the 1,500. That's what I promised. As of now, I'm on pace at giving them 1,100 out of 1,500, but I have 6 weeks left. Maybe I'll get back into the medical field. I'll springboard off this into making cadaver pieces for med students to work with, separating pieces of different animals from their, taking out hearts or stomachs or esophagus or valves. They use pig valves on people's hearts nowadays. I can complete a surgery on something. I'm not medically licensed to do that, but when I'm told to do a job, whether it's taking a pig and turning it into everything from, you know, you got your back straps, your pork loins, you got your bacons, you got your jaw, I could take an animal and give me a few minutes, give me an hour or whatever, and I'll have the whole animal in its pieces to what's sellable and what's not sellable. The human body is the same thing. There's just more blood vessels, and there's more that can go wrong. I much prefer starting with, you know, work with animals, doing cleaning stomachs, stuff like that. That's shit they teach you in the anatomy. They used to get them all sent pre-cleaned from Lancaster. The Amish country, Pennsylvania, is where stomachs used to come from. People use them to cook food inside of them. It's a Pennsylvania thing back home. We send them to Pennsylvania once we're done with them. It's considered a Pennsylvania Dutch thing. Apparently. Allegedly. Allegedly. This fucking this chisel just does not want to not drag. I don't get it. I can't stop it from dragging. I have anti-drag turned on, and I don't know why. It's not. Oh, I think I fixed it. I have on shift only on. Fuck. That explains that. Whoops. Get this star the fuck out of here, dude. It's making me want to finish 99 mining. It'll be gone soon. I loved star mining. It was so fucking brain dead when I did mining last winter. It was like the most brain dead shit ever. I think the run to Bloods is too far. They need to make a shortcut. I think that they need to make a blood rune shortcut about halfway through that run there. Like they have with souls on the way back. You can cut through down there. I think they need to make one for blood runes too. The 30k XP an hour is kind of frustrating. I want 50. And I want an outfit that gives 75% more runes, not 60. What the fuck do they think this is? 60%? That's it? Dude, what the fuck were they thinking when they did that? Like, 10% more runes would have been like, fuck yeah. 20% would have been like, what are you doing? Half, like 50% more would have been like, unbelievable. But no, 60% more runes from getting an outfit that takes 3 days. What the fuck? That's the most OP thing since bracelets and superiors for Slayer. Fuck yeah, I'm about that life too, man. I got like 30k essence, but that's like fucking 50k rads. Fuck yeah. I'm fucking about that. I don't need a Bofa anymore. I need an Emberlight and a Lance. The Bofa's inert now because they put an Herblore minigame where you don't need to have secondaries, so I don't need to do Mole, which means no need for the Bofa. You need to do Walguthic Sleep, so I'll need to do that. But other than that, Proselyte, Max Cape, Emberlight, Lance on Dragons. Oh, I need to get a DFS too. I gotta have that in my inventory because I'm gonna do all given dragons once I have Lance. I'm gonna do everything: Drakes, Worms, Steels, Irons, Reds, Blues. All because of the fact that you get the Bones, which you can use the Sinister Offering spell if you've done DS2, and it's excellent prayer XP. It's about 1-to-1. The Slayer, when I started Slayer, I was 54 Slayer and 44 prayer. It equally brought us to 91 and 89, which is pretty equal in a way. Like it's a 1 mil. I'm sorry, it's a 900k difference. And that's because when I started out, I didn't have Necreals, I didn't have Abbey Demons, so it will even out to the point where I will actually, when I get 99 Slayer one day, I'll be like 20 mil prayer, or I'm sorry, like 16 mil prayer. I'll actually have more prayer experience than Slayer. It's pretty cool. I'll just tell you this right now. I'm not getting a Lance and I'm not getting an Emberlight pre-99. I don't care enough for 1/20th of the skill when it would literally only fix things by about 12% on average, which is not relevant when you're only getting 99. So I'm not wasting any time. I've already did Song of the Elves and I've already done DS2. So I don't need any other questing to max. A Whip and Proselyte to max is just fine. Slayer is 25k XP an hour when you melee it. When you do, well, it'll be faster with an Emberlight. But when you're doing demons, Slayer is demons and dragons. That's what Slayer is as a UIM. Demons and dragons. Graders, blacks, Necreals, Abbey Demons, and then all the dragons. It's basically what Slayer is now. Will I keep Ferocious Gloves? No, never. I wear Barrows Gloves for life. Barrows Gloves, Fury, Proselyte. Prayer bonus, prayer bonus, prayer bonus. Because your overheads and piety on melee tasks. So you're looking at a long time spent. So you need that prayer bonus. Every task I do is overhead melee with piety. No damage taken other than on Necreals by getting hit by the babies, the spawns. I'm happy to say I unlocked Superiors, so for the last half of 99 Slayer, I will have Superiors going as well, which will spice it up a little bit. Now, right now I need 100k bloods for 99 con. But before I can even start con, I have to get a spirit tree seed. I have to do some birdhouse runs and get a spirit tree seed to put in my house. So that way I can tele to my house, go to take the tree to Prifindis, and just run to the east. Tellying to the house portal for con sucks. It's a twice as almost long run, over 2 times longer run. It's just makes you feel unproductive. So I will be getting a spirit tree seed to put in my house before I do finish con, so that the spirits will be with me. Let the spirits be with you, my son, my uncle, my cousin, my nephew. May the Gaines spirits be with you, my friend, my fine feathered friends. I'm gonna do a lot of redwoods today. I have obligations and some stuff going on. I'm excited. Nearing 20 mil woodcutting picture for Twitter to feel better about myself, even though nobody cares but me. You make shafts, right? Dude, I'm 86 fletching right now. I'm really sleeper on that. What I'm gonna do is... It's a shame I've just been dropping all the redwood logs all the way to this point. But it's getting dangerous at this point. You're doing stuff and trying to drop logs at the same... I need to get... After I get con finished, I'm gonna go and finish Trouble Brewing for 99 cooking, and I'll get like 93. Burn them? How the fuck am I gonna burn them when I'm in traffic on the highway and clicking? The only time I do redwoods is when I'm not at the computer. I gotta do top for fire making, or I lose out on about 1,000 of each seed. More of some, less than others. I need the shafts because I need 16.5 million of them for 200 mil fletching in the future, so I only have about 1 million shafts out of that right now. That was all from getting 90 woodcutting. I made shafts all the way to 90, but I haven't made a single shaft in over 10 million woodcutting XP. I will definitely get fucking further than that, though. I'm at 35 mil tot, but it doesn't count because I died and lost all the stuff that I got. So basically, I wasted all that time for experience at that point. It was I gained nothing because I lost all of the resources, and it was a lot of stuff. It just feels bad, man. What's your woodcutting XP? I'm gonna try to pass you in woodcutting in the next couple months. Just by I do. Here's my. I get 600k woodcutting XP a week. I get 1.5 million ranged, and then I do about 30 hours at the PC. So I do 10 to 15 hours of redwoods, 30 to 50 hours of zone, and 30 to 40 hours at the computer. Good luck. Oh, are you just straight woodcutting like all the time right now? If that's all you're doing, I'm not going to pass you anytime soon in that. Oh, how much wood cutting do you gain a week? Like this week, for example, I'll gain like 800k. By the end of like 7 days from now, I'll be 39 mil ranged and 17.5 mil wood cutting or take. Right now, 0. Well, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. 6.5 weeks if you don't get going. Do I have any pets? I have a Rocky. I have a Golem. Nothing else. I would lose my mind if I got the RC pet. I would be so fucking pumped. And I'm pretty sure I'll get the agility pet, the squirrel, at some point. And I know I'll get that beaver too. Oh, you suck. That's not fair. Well, I got the mining pet at 54 mining. You got the squirrel. I'm at 23 mil, no squirrel. 23 mil, no pet from RC. 35 mil fishing, no pet from fishing. 35 mil fire making, no pet from fire making. I still haven't even gotten the Slayer pet. I might get the chin on the way to 99 Hunter. I do red chins. I might. Although I've been rethinking that. I need to do a spory. I need those low-level herbs to fuck around with at that minigame. I won't do any more Hunter unless it's a spory. I got halfway to 99 with red chins. And I think I'll finish 99 with Hespori. You're farming Hespori enough? I keep saying Hespori. I'm trying to say herbivore. I will be doing herbivore for the last of Hunter. I didn't mean Hespori. But I also myself have only killed one Hespori because I've only ever gotten one fucking seed. I think I had 2 Hunter pets on the hardcore. I think I was like 35 mil Hunter or something like that. I don't even remember. UIM herbivore. It's a vibe. Yes. It is. Yes, it tis. Oh shit, that's a fucking lamp. Oh, I thought that was to count check. Fuck! Get out of here, bro. Fuck! Just wasted time, energy, effort. All of the above. Blood runes. Yo, I'm gonna head off. I'll see you later.